You've probably heard of Waverly Hills Sanitarium, one of the most haunted places in America. But that's not how this story starts. Welcome to Tales from the Transcript, where we talk about how science actually got us here, the good ideas, the bad ideas, and the ones that worked way better than anyone expected. Before it was haunted, Waverly Hills was a medical experiment, a very intentional one. Back then, tuberculosis was everywhere, an airborne bacterial infection that destroyed lungs and killed people slowly. Early TB treatment was basically dark rooms crowding incarceration with a pulse check. People just didn't die from tuberculosis. They died from being treated like hazards instead of humans. Eventually, someone asked a better question. What if the dark was the problem? What if the stale air was the problem? What if treating sick people like prisoners was making things worse? That question built Waverly Hills. The building looks weird because it was built to work. Long wings for airflow, huge windows for sunlight, open porches and rooftop heliotherapy, where patients were literally prescribed fresh air and sun, even in winter. This wasn't aesthetic. This was infection control before antibiotics. What happened inside mattered just as much. Patients weren't treated like inmates. They were treated like guests, because healing works better when you don't dehumanize people. Did it fix everything? No. TB was still brutal, but transmission dropped, early cases did better, and people actually had a fighting chance. Then science moved on. Antibiotics arrived, vaccines followed. Sanitaria became obsolete. Waverly Hills closed and the lights went out. Abandonment, decay, silence, and stories. Shadow figures, voices, the body shoot, encounters people swear by. Waverly earned its reputation, honestly, and if you're into that side of things, the Paranormal History Tour is absolutely worth it. I've done the evening tour with my best friends, dressed as the Winchester brothers because, obviously. It's creepy, immersive, and 10 out of 10, no notes. But it hits differently when you know this place wasn't just haunted. It was a study, a real one, in air and light and dignity, and what happens when science stops acting like people are disposable. Honestly, there's still a lot we can learn about how to treat patients from Waverly. That's the story, and that's how we got here. If there's something in science history that you want us to talk about, drop it in the comments below. Science tells a story, science is feral, and science is chaos.